What do you say to a fish? Maybe try a joke. Let's say you've invented a technology that allows you to communicate directly with another species, brain to brain. All you need are a pair of magic gloves, a magic headset, and someone to talk to. And that should be the easy part. So you head for the Grand Caymans and charter a dive to Stingray City, where there are all sorts of possibilities. You pick out a big, prosperous-looking stingray, lay hands on him, and start transmitting information. Assuming the neural connection works, what kind of results should you expect? Probably nothing, actually. For a transfer of meaning to take place, you have to have not just shared language patterns, you have to have shared patterns of precedent. Try explaining that you've come out from the island by boat. You're staying in an expensive hotel on the beach and flying back to New York Thursday on a 747. If you just launch into all this without ramping up the patterns, your new friend is going to have a hard time keeping up. Without the lattice work of patterns and precedents, you and the stingray live in completely different universes. It's something of a miracle that you can even see each other. The stingray probably won't have much insight into the dimensions beyond his home. There is an aerosphere above his kingdom, along with massive landforms and a whole other kind of life. And it doesn't stop there. Go up 150 miles, and the aerosphere changes to something else. Go out 1,000 light years, and the universe starts to get really different from Stingray City. But if you really want to drop a brick onto Mr. Stingray's head, explain the latest take on string theory. Tell him the universe is composed of atoms, subatomic particles, and ultimately itsy-bitsy strings distinguished by frequency. And if that's not enough, explain that this line of thinking eventually brings us to the prospect of other dimensions. Do you really think it's going to be easy to communicate all this to your new friend? Setting up a precedent for understanding is going to be a fantastically difficult mission. But the stingray analogy is important because it goes a long way to describing our reality as well. With Judeo-Christian tradition, we are invited to see higher realities, above the waterline, so to speak. We are told of other realms and other forms of life, both good and evil. We are told of a creator God who inhabits his own dimension, set apart from all else. In fact, the word holy means just that, set apart. As difficult as it would be for a stingray to understand string theory, think of the difficulty communicating with the dimensionally bound little blind tribe of humanity. The higher intelligence would need to establish common ground, the sort of thing that results from direct connection, comparisons, analogies, metaphors, and parables. And that's exactly what you find in Judeo-Christian tradition. And that connect point between the two realms is a cross point.